Good evening. Let us start current affairs. Yesterday we have a fantastic thing in the sky. It is not just blue moon, it is not super moon, just a super moon, or it is not red moon. It is a combination of blue moon, super moon and red moon. A rare occurrence which has happened after 150 years, after 1866, a combination of blue moon, red moon and super moon. Here comes, we have a famous proverb, once in a blue moon, very rare occurrence. Generally, the second moon in the month, the second full moon in the month is called blue moon. But yesterday is not just blue moon day. It's a red blue moon or a super moon along with red blue moon. A dazzling thing that has happened in the cosmic age of the world after 150 years. Three rare lunar conditions coming together. Three rare lunar conditions coming together at once to make an event, a night with a rare sight, which has happened only after 1866. Which has happened only after 1866. It started in Australia before appearing through much of Asia, North America, Alaska and Hawaii. It started in Australia and appeared in Asia, North America, Alaska and Hawaii. And it rose with a rusty red color and dominated the sky throughout the night. Rusty red color and dominated the sky throughout the night. Okay, there are three different things. First, it was a blue moon. The blue moon concept means the name given to the second full moon in a calendar month. Second full moon in a calendar month is called a blue moon. You should remember this point. Second full moon in a calendar month is called a blue moon. And the super moon, you know super moon. Super moon means moon appears larger than its original size. Something like very bigger moon called super moon. The super moon element, which means the moon appears much larger and brighter than the usual, much larger and brighter than the usual moon appearance. It was a result because moon moving closer to the earth than normal. If moon moves closer to the earth than normal, it is called super moon. If moon moves closer to the earth than normal, it is called super moon. Finally, the reddish color, the reddish or blood color of the moon is visible in many places around the world. It is visible. The reddish or blood color moon is visible in many places in the world. It was caused by a total lunar eclipse. It was caused by a total lunar eclipse as it passes through the Earth's shadow. As it passes through the Earth's shadow and takes on a red glow. When it passes through the Earth's shadow means when it passes through the complete cover of the Earth, completely shadowed by the Earth, with that shadow, it will appear red in color. When it passes through the Earth shadow, it will appear red in color. So blue moon, super moon and red moon. Three occurrences occurred concurrently. This is a rare appearance in the sky after 1866. That was happened yesterday. Yesterday is a January 31st, 2018. January 31st, 2018. And next important thing in yesterday's newspaper. Government of India told India cannot be a refugee capital. Government of India told India cannot be a refugee capital. India cannot accommodate every refugee with its limited capacity. India cannot accommodate every refugee with its limited capacity. And next important article today, we have the great thing Today is budget. February 1st, 2018. Today's we got budget. You all know budget was announced. Many things were announced today. Here comes various important things that were announced in the budget. Ekalavya scheme. A scheme for tribal model schools for tribal students. In the similar lines like Navodaya schools. In the same way like Navodaya schools, Ekalavya schools were announced to the children. Next, bamboo mission. Now, bamboo mission, National Bamboo Mission, to encourage the production of bamboo because we are importing bamboo. As you all know, recently, bamboo was declared as grass. Even in forest produce, non-forest produce, now bamboo is a grass. So, to encourage the cultivation of bamboo, bamboo was in Forest Act also, it was declared as grass. And Government of India is trying to create 5 lakh Wi-Fi hotspots. It's trying to create 5 lakh Wi-Fi hotspots. Okay. And you all know we had a fiscal deficit target of 3.2, but we had a slippage. Now it was 3.5. In this year, already we have done it. It was 3.5. We missed the fiscal deficit target. NK Singh panel's recommendations were approved. NK Singh panel recommendation on FRBM, fiscal responsibility and budget management, was approved. NK Singh panel's recommendations were approved. That was an important thing. And this year in budget, the major focus was given to agriculture and rural development. The major focus was given to agriculture and rural development. And agriculture credit was extended up to 11 lakh crores. Government is contemplating to give 11 lakh crores of, that means banks. Banks has to give 11 lakh crores of agricultural credit. In health, the Government of India started a new scheme called Ayushman Bharat. In health, the Government of India launched a new scheme called Ayushman Bharat, in which 1.5 lakh wellness centers were created, through which 1.5 lakh wellness centers are going to be created. And to increase excellence in BTech education, in the research after BTech, to increase excellence in research after BTech education, 1000 BTech students are selected, and Prime Minister Research Fellow Scholarship, Prime Minister Research Fellow Scheme, under which they will be given scholarships for 1000 students after they completed their BTech. And government told, the finance minister told, ease of doing business index have shown tremendous results. As you all know, India have done well in the ease of doing business index. So now we have to go for ease of living. We have to work for ease of living to the poorest of the poor in India. Ease of living to the poorest of the poor in India. And you all know, recently we got SR report, Annual Survey on Education report, in which the performance of the education levels, the quality of education is very low in India. So, revitalization of educational infrastructure in India. To revitalize education infrastructure in India for the next 4 years, around 4 lakh crores is going to be spent on education. In the next 4 years, around 4 lakh crores we are going to spend on education. Next important thing is, in order to protect our indigenous industry, to promote Make in India, we are going to levy more tax, more customs duty on mobile phones from abroad. So, mobile phones are going to become very costly from now on. Mobile phones are going to become very costly from now on. In the same way, long-term capital gains tax was reintroduced. Long-term capital gains means any capital gains, if you have sales, bonds, and if they are for more than 12 months, anything you earn from them, you are going to pay 10% tax from now on. Earlier we used to have this tax, now again this tax was reintroduced. Earlier we have this tax, now again this tax was reintroduced. And social welfare surcharge, 10% social welfare surcharge was introduced on imports. 10% social welfare surcharge. The surcharge is a tax on tax. Tax on tax is called surcharge. 10% surcharge was introduced on social welfare, for social welfare on imports. Very important. On imports, 10% surcharge. And Government of India planned in this budget to liberalize agricultural exports. Government of India planned to liberalize agricultural exports. This is also one of the viable option for us to increase our exports. And in 2014, we have 6 crore effective taxpayers in India. In 2014, we have 6 crore effective taxpayers in India. In 2017, we have 6.27 crore effective taxpayers in India. In 2017, we have 6.27 crore effective taxpayers in India. And debt to GDP ratio. Debt to GDP ratio, according to NK Singh panel, should not cross 60%. 60% of debt to the GDP. And next year, 2019 October 2nd, marks 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation. Next year, October 2nd, 2019, marks 150 years of Mahatma Gandhi. The Government of India is contemplating to start year-long celebrations for Mahatma Gandhi's 150 years birth anniversary. For that, 150 crores fund was also allocated, because we all know Gandhi is relevant for all of us. To know the relevance of Mahatma Gandhi to the young people, to teach the relevance, we need such a scheme. And this year, disinvestment was targeted. The disinvestment fund is targeted at 80,000 crores, a moderate target. It's a moderate target. And Fisheries and Aquaculture Fund, Animal Husbandry Fund was created. Fisheries and Aquaculture Fund and Animal Husbandry Fund was created for a total of 10,000 crore. This fund is very important for exam. Fisheries and Aquaculture Fund and Animal Husbandry Fund was created with a total funding of 10,000 crore. And Kisan Credit Card Scheme, which was started in 1988 in India by the Government of India, RBI, NABARD, RBI. This Kisan Credit Card Scheme now extended not only to the farmers in the fields, but also who go for animal husbandry and other fisheries, other things. Kisan Credit Card Scheme was also extended to animal husbandry and other fisheries. And this year, the more emphasis was given to agriculture and rural development, because the target is to double the farmers' income by 2022. To double the farmers' income by 2022. An agricultural livelihood and infrastructure scheme was proposed with 14 lakh crores. And agricultural livelihood, for agricultural livelihood and infrastructure development, 14 lakh crores were allocated. 14 lakh crores were allocated. And 124 airports. The target is to refurbish all 124 airports, and the target is 1 billion trips this year. 1 billion trips. The target is 124 airports in India should handle 1 billion trips. Okay, and in railways, 4,000 new railway lines, new railway tracks is going to become. They are going to create 4,000 kilometer railway track, new railway tracks, and with the passenger more than 25,000, these railway stations will be, their facilities, escalators, all the things will be improved. And 600 rail development, 600 railway stations will be developed in the modern way. This is the important thing. And apart from that, the budget also discussed about air pollution. The budget increased the things for Mudra, and the most increase the amount for funding for Mudra banks. And the most important thing is Ujjwala, giving LPG connection for BPL family. Till now the target is 5 crore women. Now it was 8 crore. Now 8 crore. Till now the target is 5 crore households. That is, the connection will be given to relieve the women. So now the target is 8 crores. 115 districts, 115 districts, they are going to be made as model districts. Like we are doing smart cities, model villages. Like that, we are going to have 115 districts in India as model districts. And next, Operation Green for potatoes, tomatoes and onions with 500 rupees fund. Operation Green was started for potatoes, tomatoes and onions with the 500 rupees fund. Operation Green was started. Har Khet Ko Pani, a sub-scheme under Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Har Khet Ko Pani, for that in 96 deprived districts, Har Khet Ko Pani scheme is going to be implemented in 96 deprived districts with a funding of 2,600 crores. With a funding of 2,600 crores. Har Khet Ko Pani. And under Niti Aayog, there is going to be a new research and new institution set up and new ideas with respect to artificial intelligence. With respect to artificial intelligence, Niti Aayog is going to discuss various aspects. It's going to study various importance and various institution setups relating to artificial intelligence and its usage in India. And this year fiscal deficit is around 6 lakh crores. Fiscal deficit will be around more than 6 lakh crores. And in Vadodara, a new railway university is being proposed. In Vadodara, a new railway university is being proposed. And BharatNet project was also given emphasis. You all know BharatNet project, giving broadband connectivity to all villages. As you all know, BharatNet phase 1 was completed. BharatNet phase 1 was completed. Organic farming was emphasized. Organic farming was emphasized. And more emphasis was given to Saubhagya Yojana. More emphasis was given to Saubhagya Yojana. Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana. Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana. The funding and the scope of Saubhagya Yojana was increased. This year in prelims you may get a question on Saubhagya Yojana. And next is the salary of the honorarium to President, Vice President and Governor was increased. For President it is 5 lakhs, for Vice President it is 4 lakhs and for Governor it is 3.5 lakhs. For President it is 5 lakhs, for Governor it is 4 lakhs and for Vice President it is 4 lakhs and for Governor it is 3.5 lakhs. A very good gesture for good move. So this is very important thing. And even Housing for All by 2022 is a name that was targeted in the Housing for All by 2022 is a name that was targeted by Modi government, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, and now budget also spoke about that. Along with that, budget also spoke many important schemes and programs, and Central Board for Excise and Customs was named for the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, renamed. So Central Board of Excise and Customs was renamed as Central Board for Indirect Taxes and Customs. Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. And next important thing, increase the production of food grains, surging forex reserves. We have very good food grain production. 275 million ton food grain production is there in India, and more than $411 billion forex reserves are there in India. A noteworthy thing which we have to remember forever. And now these are the important things in the today's budget, and this is most important for all of you. And the last important thing is universal health coverage is being expanded, and government is trying to provide more support to National Healthcare Protection Scheme. A new scheme is being created called National Healthcare Protection Scheme. Very important for exam, a new scheme called National Healthcare Protection Scheme. And now in education, we are going to move from blackboard to digital board schools by 2022. Now, earlier we have blackboard scheme. Now, blackboard to digital board. In schools, from blackboard to digital board. Very important move to help all these students who go for technology. So, we are going to adopt the modern technology. So, these are all the important schemes that were told in the budget. We will discuss again the budget in detail. These are the important things that have come today in budget. Okay, and we have a separate session of economic survey also. Let's go with the newspaper editorial today. Apart from budget, which we are going to see tomorrow morning in the newspaper, and today there are a few important articles. One is for a clean judiciary. For a clean judiciary. Yesterday, Chief Justice and Media and in-house committee have recommended the removal of the Allahabad High Court judge, Sri Narayan Shukla, and recommended to the government. They have recommended to to impeach. Now it's the duty of the Parliament whether to remove him or not. Parliament should decide. The article says there should be some morality relating to that. There should be some morality, proper morality relating to that. The next important article is a year of Trump. Yesterday, from Capitol Hill, Donald Trump gave a speech on State of the Union. Generally, American president, after completing 1 year, he will give a speech. In this speech, he drafted the speech and he read out. Most of the wordings in the speech counter his own wordings which he has given personally during various tweets and talks. And this shows that Trump has various perspectives with respect to North Korea, China, Russia. He has projected various different views that also we should take care of. Next important article, power of a single identity. Dada said in 1930s when America wanted to have social security number, some of the conservatives in America were against this security number, SSN card. In America, like we have Aadhaar card in India, in America they have SSN card. Like we have Aadhaar card in India, in America they have SSN card. But the thing is, the other road, after 100 years almost, some of the activists in India are behaving like the conservatives in America, opposing Aadhaar card. That means he is criticizing the persons who are opposing the Aadhaar card. This is the issue on privacy issues. So this is the issue that was mentioned in the article. Next article is about making financial savings less taxing. Making financial savings less taxing. In India, most of the people won't save money in financial instruments because the taxes are more. Generally, we invest in property, we invest in gold. When you purchase a house, the interest rate, you can claim income tax exemption. Whereas when you invest in some financial instruments, you will be caught under income tax rules and a lot of income tax you have to pay. So most of the people go to the private gold shopkeepers, they purchase gold and save the money in the form of the gold, or they go and purchase the land, pay most of the black money. And here the other says, if we liberalize the tax norms on financial instruments and savings, Indians generally save more. As you all know, Indians have a saving mindset, but unfortunately, we are not saving the viable options because we will be caught under much bigger tax net. That's the reason why we are not doing that. So we have to, now government has to liberalize, simplify the tax norms in when people invest in various financial instruments. That is also an important thing. And the next article is about reality check in Sri Lanka. You all know the local elections in Sri Lanka, and the Maithripala Sirisena government promised provincial autonomy, but he has not delivered that. He has not delivered that because in Tamil majority provinces, people are still suffering and they want autonomy. That was not completely given by the Maithripala Sirisena government. This we have to really consider the matter. And you all know Sri Lanka have passed an amendment called 19th Amendment, which gives little difference from presidential form of government. But the biggest amendment which everybody wants from Sri Lanka is 13th Amendment. 13th Amendment in Sri Lanka is awaited. Next important article is testing waters. Mahanadi river dispute. Mahanadi river water dispute erupted between Orissa and Chhattisgarh. Mahanadi river water dispute originated between Orissa and Chhattisgarh. You know, time and again we are getting many river water disputes. Last year, Kaveri water dispute between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, and Krishna river water dispute, and Baglihar Dam. Now, 2 days back, Mahadayi river water dispute, Karnataka, Goa and Maharashtra, and today Mahanadi river dispute between Orissa and Chhattisgarh. We have to solve this issue, interstate river water disputes, in a war-footing manner. And next important article is about Saudi prince and his adventurism that you can read. These are the important current affairs.